Hi everybody, it's Carla from Casey Creates, and I have a project share. It's kind of a four-in-one project share. I did what I haven't really got a name for it. I think I'm going to call them uh, flower fairy hidden windows or hidden doors, secret windows. I don't know. I'll think of something. But anyway, I had a lot of fun. I created four little mini doily. Um, they can be pockets, or they can cover a pillow or a book or a box, but they could easily just be a wall hanging as well. But I had fun with lots of lace and doilies and embellishments, and so I want to show you them one by one. Let's start with this one. This is the back, and I try to put a full doily on the back of all of mine. I think it's just a nice way to finish off the project. And this is the front. Um, and what's fun about all of these is there's a hidden window or hidden door. But let's start with the embellishments. I have all of these are avocado dyed laces and lots of layers of lace. There's a sheer chiffon embroidered lace and applique, and I made the spine of each leaf pearl trim embellishment. And then there's several layers of doily and lace, and then a lace flower applique in the middle. And the reason they say, and then there's a Battenberg lace doily, and this little flower embellishment is to kind of tuck the flap there, because when you open it, there's a fairy hiding inside, which I just thought, there's a book, one of the fairy books that I've seen online. I think it's called Secret Windows or Secret Doors. I can't remember, but that's what inspired me to make these like this, so that the flap will open and reveal a pretty little flower fairy inside. And so it's mounted on a small doily with some iridescent trim, and then again the leaf applique and the flower at the top. So these little wall hangings, or whatever they're used for, are going to be all about flower fairies. So this one I'm trying to get to hang, but I can't keep it in frame. Let's see. Okay, so there's the avocado lace, dyed lace one, and this is close to my favorite one. I think it might be my favorite one. But again, it opens up to reveal the pretty little fairy. And the next one, this one's really bright and shabby chic and glittery, like I think all fairies should have an element of glitter. So this one is covered with all kinds of flowers and sequins and lace, and this is one of the ribbon roses that didn't turn out too bad that I made, and there's a bunch of little mini ribbon roses, and I thought it would be fun to make this one more of a square rectangle-y shaped one, and it's got dangles, not really dangles, but a little bit of hanging trim. And then I just layered a bunch of really pretty trim, and this trim with these really pretty flowers I cut into pieces. It was gifted to me from Pam Garozzo. She sent me some of the most gorgeous trims. Thank you, Pam. And then there's a seam binding ribbon and a rose mounted inside. And then to contrast and pull out the pinks, there's this really bright pink doily, and it's a square, and that one was gifted to me from Ruby at Little Books. Hi Ruby, thank you. I have to add that almost everything that Ruby sent me still smells absolutely gorgeous, even from my challenge back in April. I love opening the drawer where I have those trims because it smells so good. So this is the front, and then we will open the little door or window, and inside there are more flower fairies. And this is sort of a colorful one that I at first debated about using, but I like how it pulls out all the colors in the iridescent sequins. So this has got a mushroom and a little fairy sprite, and that's how it looks when you open the flap. And then when you close it, you can just tuck it right back under that little ribbon rose. And I keep trying to decide which one I like best because I just had so much fun making all of them with tons of lace and trim and ribbons. So that's the rectangle one. This one's a little more vintage, maybe not, I'm going to still say shabby chic, but with ivories and creams and lots of lace and doilies, of course. And then I draped some iridescent beads, and there's cheesecloth and doily. This is a tatted doily that I used just a piece of. And then on top there's a butterfly with kind of a buttery yellow sequined flower, which is a little bit of a hint for the fairy inside. But this one I put some ivory satin roses for the dangle, and then just a bunch of layers. And then this is a prima flower that was glittered, and I love the prima flowers, they're just gorgeous. So then the flap reveals another pretty little flower fairy, and there she is, and the butterfly matches the wings of and the daisy on the flower fairy. And I think I'm going to get a little daisy applique to go there. So that reveals another little flower fairy, and it's my round one with another Battenberg lace doily as the base. So these were really so much fun. I wanted to show you. And this one is probably my favorite because it's got so much green, and it's real shabby, and it looks like all kinds of, I don't know, organic natural things growing. And I got this doily at my doily when I went to that antique trove shop, and I did a video of all the doilies I got, and this tattered one was in there, and I called it Ratty, but that's why, because I just love the shabby tattered look, and it looks like something you'd find out in the forest. And so I put leaves, and then this little satin little satin flower that was in some of the things that Olivia Hernandez sent me. And I layered it with this skirt. I have tons of this green trim, and so I wanted to put that in. And then the dangles are from two different scarves, a mint green one and an ivory one. And then the flower is just a chiffony little daisy. I put a little doily daisy underneath, and then this little beige flower with a flat back pearl. And then this is another fabric flower, and then layers of doily again to make the secret window. And at the top there's a double bow of rayon seam binding, and then you open the window. Oops, I'm pulling the wrong part. And there reveals my beautiful fairy with the butterfly wings, and she's standing under a branch, and that's why I decided to do all of this kind of like branches and leaves. So that is my fourth secret window fairy wall hanging. At some point I'll think of a name for these that flows a little better. So if I can get them all in frame, I'll show you all of them again. And there's the pink one, there's the avocado dyed one, and there they all are. And then you can peek inside, and maybe I'll do some still shots of them at the end of the video, just for the sake of seeing the details. But I had so much fun creating these. I was MIA that day because I just kept working until I finished all of them, and I was anxious to share them with you. So I hope you like them. Please let me know what you think, and I appreciate you watching, and I'll be back again with more of this awesome way of crafting. I'm having too much fun, if you couldn't tell. So everybody have a wonderful day. Bye.